Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to the Crypto Show. I'm Chadwick Bailey. I'm going to be the host of this channel, so get ready for updates non-stop. They're going to be crazy. They're going to be awesome. They're going to be amazing. So thank you if you've kept subscribed and you've kept me in your little YouTube directory. I lost about 6 subscribers, but I got 7 holding on. So I'm stoked to be here. I'm stoked to be back. Why I stopped making videos was I got my real estate license and I was gonna do this like realtor channel, but just decided not really for me, man. I didn't want to be that realtor guy on YouTube going through houses and showing everybody the house and blah 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 blah. So I decided to keep the business stuff for business and decided to move this channel just back into where it belongs, and that's where my heart is, guys. It's crypto. I'm still holding. I am still holding. I am not one of those people that does not show you my balance. There it is. It's the same crypto balance that has never moved. My positions have changed a little bit, but I am still holding. I have not sold but about $7,000 worth just to pay off some cars and blah, 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 blah. So I took some profits out here recently and just paid some stuff off, but basically restructured my profile a little bit to kind of fit kind of where I think I fit in. And other than that, it's pretty much the same, guys. I'm still holding. It's been about a year since I put a video on. So, you know, leaving off where I was at and where I'm at now, you know, the real estate thing is fun. You know, I'm selling houses. I've been blessed to work with some great people. But I decided to put this channel back up because I'm passionate about crypto, and I kind of just want to spread my word and you know, spread the seed of crypto. So if you're watching, thank you. Basically, I'm just gonna do this channel kind of how I did before. You know, this is just live. I'm not scripted. I'm not reading off you know, anything or planned out. I'm just kind of sitting down in front of my computer, talking on here, and just saying what's up with crypto. You know, that's basically it. So, yeah, I feel like I really haven't been gone for very long, even though it's been probably over a year since I posted a video. And, yeah, as you know, if you've seen my videos before, it's basically, you know, it's the same stuff. You know, crypto has been performing really well. I'm still holding, profited on a lot of positions, and, just kind of holding long term and just seeing how this joyride plays out. As far as like recent stuff going on in the crypto community, I've seen a flood of people just come in. I'm still holding my night job at the restaurant, and we're doing that outdoor dining thing. So we've had customers come in, and I've just been seeing people like walk up and seeing them on Coinbase and just, you know, talking about crypto. And had a family in the restaurant the other night, and they were talking on crypto. So I kind of just butted into the conversation. And you know, it's just newbies, guys. Most of these people are newbies, but you know, I was a newbie a couple years ago too, and I'm still here, and I'm still holding this stuff, and I still think it's great and awesome, and it's going to change the world. So I'm talking to you about that today, basically with a news update, a tangent or two, and then kind of just an overall you know, basis of what's going on right now in the community as far as I'm perceiving it. So. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't really have any goal to it other than just sitting down and just kind of talking about it. And, you know, all my friends are here tired of me, you know, preaching it to them. So I'm just going to preach it online. And if you like it, you know, shoot me a comment or shoot me a middle finger, whatever you feel like doing, and just kind of keep me in the loop. And if anything I says sounds bogus, or, you know, you're more educated in a certain aspect of it, or if you know anything about computer software or some of the way the program and the algorithms are written, feel free to just, you know, leave me a comment. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to open up a dialogue and kind of get everybody kind of involved in it. And, you know, open discussion's always welcome. So drop me a comment if you like. But basically, my whole premise is on these videos is just to talk about it. Just talk about crypto. I mean, I think it's awesome stuff. You see my Bitcoin Cash hat on, right? So you obviously know I'm holding Bitcoin Cash. It hasn't been really performing that great as of today. I mean, today's the 31st of 2021, and we're only up, you know, for the year, we're only up, well, heck, we're only up 0.94%. That's not much. You might say, oh, well, why are you holding that crypto? Well, I'll tell you why I'm holding that crypto, because I think it's better than Bitcoin. You know, I've bought into the Roger Ver paradigm. I've bought into the stuff he said, and the fact that he's still around this community, even though people have badmouthed him and put him down. This dude is still staying strong, and he's still preaching what he believes in, and he's still passionate about the original, you know, the original source code and white paper about, you know, what this stuff was made for. And that's not, just to hold it and make money. This is internet money. This is wacky money, you could call it, or new money, or whatever you want to say. But basically, Rogers Burr, if you don't know who that is, that's the creator of Bitcoin Cash. That's the creator of the fork that happened back, well, heck, it's been quite a while now. Back in 2017, I believe. It did go through that fork. Bitcoin Cash forked. We made a new chain. We increased the block size, yada, yada, yada. Faster transaction times. You don't have to wait hours for me to send you Bitcoin with extremely large fees. I can just send you Bitcoin Cash. It'll take, seconds to hit your wallet. And you might say, well, Chadwick, what are you doing? You just showed me Robinhood, right? Why are you holding your cryptos on a custodial account? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do trade a little bit of stocks, and I just, I trade stocks every once in a while, and I like that convenience factor of being able to go interchangeably between the stock market and the crypto market. You might say, well, dude, you're not even holding crypto in a wallet. How can you have, as Pomp would say, skin in the game? Well, because that's just the way I'm doing it. There's no reason to it other than the fact that I like the convenience factor of having it on Robinhood. You can call me a Robinhood noob or whatever you want to say. The point is I can switch them. I can go interchangeably, and I don't have to wait for stuff to settle on some of these web exchanges like Binance or Coinbase, and wait for money to be transferred. If I want to do a trade in stocks, I can do it the same day. If I want to do a trade in crypto, I can do it the same day, or 24/7 for that matter. So it's just a preference, Some goals I have for the year: I would like to open up a few new wallets. I'd like to get in a little bit of Zcash, a little bit of Dash, and a little bit of Monero, even though they've taken a couple leg ups, and they're a little higher than they were this time last year when I was preaching on one of my videos. Buy Zcash at 25. Buy it. It's a great buy. So we're well past that period, but I don't think it's any bad time to buy. So it's kind of far as like where I'm at in my crypto portfolio. It's probably gonna sound a little wacky. So right now, the way the whole space is panned out and kind of where I see it going, I'm holding BSV, believe it or not. And I really never thought I'd be holding this coin, but I'm holding it now, and I'm holding BCH, and I got about 73 Bitcoin Cash, and I got about 149 Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, which isn't traded a lot of places. And you might be like, dude, why are you holding Bitcoin Cash and BSV? Well, battle of the forks, guys. Battle of fiat cryptocurrency. BSV's got a bigger block size. I don't really like the characters behind the community, but at the same time, I feel like they are kind of on the same page with Bitcoin Cash. They're really, the whole premise of their coin is basically to have internet money and have it be instantaneous without an intermediary, have low fees, being able to transfer money in a given second, or in a millisecond, it'll be at your wallet. So that's kind of the premise behind it, because I went back and kind of just rethought my whole holdings, and where I was at with Ethereum, where I was at with Dogecoin, where I was at with some of the other low positions that I had, like Ethereum Classic, and just some of the spaced out profile I had. And I kind of just decided, am I holding these things because they have great communities behind them, or am I holding these things because of the leaders behind the community are wanting to achieve the same goal? And that's kind of how I reached my determination of kind of selling Ethereum around 1,300. I sold Dogecoin about $0.015, and I missed the run up to 0.08. So I missed that 500% up. But did I really miss it? Take it with a grain of salt. I guarantee most of the people that rode that Dogecoin wave were small-time traders with a couple $100 invested, or maybe a couple thousand. But I guarantee you this, if you were able to see all those transactions and you really analyze the data, I really firmly believe that you would see most of the people in that whole run up were very, very small positions. They weren't $30,000 Dogecoin positions like I had. And I guarantee you, if I would have gone in and bought a $30,000 order worth of Dogecoin, that coin would have tumbled. You're probably sitting there saying, dude, 30,000 isn't gonna matter when you have a multi-billion-dollar market cap. Well, I think otherwise. I really do. I think a lot of these people that pumped up Dogecoin was basically just they went in with huge buy orders, and they bought buy orders, sell orders. They bought a huge spread up and down, and that coin was very little volume traded on it. Some of these shady exchanges, that hold a lot of power in the crypto community, they still are controlling this stuff. And I think basically they were trying to feed into a frenzy for some of these new investors that are kind of following this Wall Street bets, this new Reddit community that kind of just seems to surface out of nowhere. And they were following this, and they, are not big holders. They don't have a lot of money in this. Their intentions may or may not be good in terms of getting into crypto for a certain reason, or just trying to make money, get in real quick and sell. But I think this community behind this Wall Street bets type deal, even though it's a very large community, I don't think these people are holding big investments in any of these coins, or even the stocks. I mean, with Robinhood, you can buy fractions of a stock, and I think a lot of these people that are doing this are really small holders. So how much did Dogecoin really increase? They can mint more Dogecoin at will if they want. Dogecoin doesn't have a cap on how many there are, so mint away, print money just like the Fed did, right? It's not like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash where there's a finite number. It's a coin where they can make more of these Dogecoins, they can put them into circulation, they can control the price. So it's a bet. I can tell you, I held Dogecoin for over 2.5 years, probably close to 3 years, 19, 20, at least over 2 years. And I rode the volatility all the way up. My profile mostly hung out around negative 40% for a very long time. Went all the way down to negative 60 cents. Since Bitcoin ran up a little bit, it kind of hovered around negative 20%. And I sold Dogecoin just over 270% up. So I made a good investment, I feel like. Was I trying to really long-term hold the joke currency? Not really. I kind of took some of those gains and I cycled them back into more Bitcoin Cash. I split my profile between Bitcoin Cash and BSV simply because even though these communities hate each other and they're total opposites in the crypto space, I feel like their reasons for being in the crypto space are fundamentally the same as mine. So that's why I have spaced my profile between these two, and that's where it's going to rest for now. I got about $26,000 USD in BSV, and I got about $30,000 in Bitcoin Cash, which is my original holding. I don't know if that made much sense. That was really, Bitcoin Cash really has been my kind of golden gem for the last 3 years, just because like I said, Roger Ver, I think he's a really good dude. I think he's really in this stuff for the right reasons. He really does want this stuff to take over, and he's kind of a rebel, and I kind of like that aspect about him. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. I'm not really a big fan of Craig Wright and Calvin Ayre and those people at BSV, but I think the community behind them, I think the reasons that they're doing this stuff and wanting BSV to achieve higher highs and to kind of become internet money, that kind of does motivate me to say, all right, I'll support you guys. All right, I'll give it a shot. I'm not going to invest all my profile in it, but I'll invest a little bit. Ethereum, I'm not holding a lot of Ethereum. I actually did sell most of my Ethereum, I think around where did I sell it at? Maybe I should just bring it up and tell you the exact number, because I want to say 1,300, but now that I'm thinking about it, it seems a little less. Let me just show you where I sold this stuff at. Oh, here we go. I sold 24 Ethereum at 935. So yeah, Where would I be at if I was holding all my Dogecoin? Where would I be at if I'm holding all my Ethereum and I haven't changed my positions in 3 years? Maybe I'd be higher, but this is all just, manipulated volume. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the new volume coming in is coming in through Ethereum and Bitcoin. I would say that's where most of all of it is coming in. And should I just buy Bitcoin and hold it? I just think Bitcoin is kind of this obsolete thing. It's like me kind of streaming off Windows 98 or an older version of an OS. It just doesn't make much sense to me, even with the potential Lightning Network in the future and the fact that they could expand the blocks. And, even though it did take they did increase the block size a little bit and then they brought it back down. I just think that, for me, Satoshi was an amazing person that, or a group of amazing people that created an amazing thing. But, it's kind of like the .com boom. What came out of it? A lot of companies failed and a lot of companies emerged out of it. You had people like Google, Yahoo, and just things, PayPal, that kind of, survived that boom and are doing really well. And most of the companies went under. I hope that doesn't happen with BSV, but I'm willing to take that risk because I feel like they're in it for the right reasons. All right, so now that I've kind of done an introduction tangent about where I've been and kind of what my thoughts are on my current holdings, I'm just gonna pull up the price. I usually use World Coin Index as my source for just pricing on coins in general. I like it better than Coin Index, Coin Market Cap. I know it's not as maybe user friendly. It's just I like the simplicity of it. I like the fact that it's just easy to it's what I've always used. So I just like it. Maybe I'm just set in my ways. So let's see. P Network PNT is pumping 118% with $112 million volume. Let's see what exchanges are pumping this coin. I've never even heard of this coin, and it's under the top 100 volume, and it looked like it went all the way up to $4, and now it's crashed all the way down to $1. So yeah, it's just a classic pump and dump. It's what this is. Apparently this coin's been around since August of last year. Don't know anything about it. Looks like they're pumping it on Binance right now, Uniswap. So that Uniswap coin, man, I've heard a lot about this stuff, and I need to look a little more into it. I don't know much about it, to be honest, but I know it's kind of been kind of popular recently. So maybe I should expand my brain and read a little into some of these newer coins like Chainlink and Uniswap. I just haven't really bought into the fact of changing some of my thoughts on some of these coins. So what do I think is going to pump? Well, I think Stellar Lumens is going to pump. I don't have any, so I'm not trying to pump it. But I do think it's due for a pretty big pump here. I really think Stellar Lumens is a buy. So I definitely think if you want to try to gamble a little bit and have a little bit of fun, Stellar Lumens, Litecoin, they're going to pump really soon. It's just Bitcoin has gone up so much in the last couple months. And I think we had, something similar like this in 2017 where Bitcoin just made this really big gain from under $1,000 to several $1,000s, and then it dipped down a little bit, and then when it soared to 20K, all the altcoins just were on different days just spiking, within a couple days. So I think that was obviously the same volume coming in. These new people kind of come into the space and they buy Ethereum and they buy Bitcoin, and they're kind of intrigued by the whole idea of decentralized, and they hear these new words that they're not really accustomed to, so they buy into these Bitcoins and Ethereum, and that's really what pumps the market, guys. That's always what's pumped the crypto market, especially on some of these altcoins. Now, kind of going back to my holdings, I'm just gonna pull them up real quick here. I really think Bitcoin Cash is going to pump here soon, guys. I might sound like a dead record here. If you remember some of my old videos, I've always preached on Bitcoin Cash. We touched $600 a couple weeks ago. I was up in Lake Tahoe when we touched $600. And basically, my profile was about almost $90,000 USD, which was pretty impressive, considering I've probably only got about 21 or 22,000 invested in this. Keep in mind, I did most of my buying around, I would say, December of 2018. That sounds about right. January of 2019. I bought probably a good bit of my holdings back around then, just because I remember I was in Georgia seeing my family after the holidays. I remember just kind of riding that short-term volatility a little bit, and then I did kind of buy into, I did catch the 2019 jump as well. I remember I did a couple of videos on that. It was the plus token scam. So I do remember touching over that, and then we kind of dipped down, and I've just been kind of slowly buying. I probably haven't bought in probably about a month and a half now. So yeah, that's kind of been the history of my investments in a nutshell in terms of crypto. I was actually involved back when I first got into this. I was involved in the last run up to 20K with Bitcoin running up to 20K. It was, I kind of found out about it in that August of 2017 before it did that huge jump to 20K. Made a pretty good bit of money. I was buying it on my JP Morgan credit card that they shut down, that I have now just dissolved. But yeah, Matt Diamond of JP Morgan, remember in 2017 he said Bitcoin was going to go to zero, and now look, JP Morgan's buying cryptos and they're now getting involved in the space. So it's kind of funny how that panned out, huh? But yeah, so all over the place. Let's focus back on what's going on. So yeah, Dogecoin pumped recently. I think we're due for a pump in a lot of these altcoins. Bitcoin Cash, I'm telling you, buy it, buy it, buy it. It's gonna go high. It hasn't pumped yet. It's gonna follow Bitcoin. All of these graphs are gonna look like Bitcoin in a few weeks, a few months. It might be a dragged out process where it takes a couple months for it to for the volume to cycle back around. But trust me, these shady exchanges still control, I would say, probably 70% more of all the actual volume. I don't care if everybody's buying it on Coinbase. I don't care. The shady exchanges hit BTC. Binance, not a shady exchange, so I'm not calling Binance out in that sector, but just, Poloniex, hit BTC. You got all these exchanges, Korean exchanges, Hubai, Tiger, you got all these exchanges that are still controlling a lot of Bitcoin volume, okay? So they're gonna pump these things kind of when they see there's no volume sitting on the coin. And, as bad as I want Bitcoin Cash to become internet money, I don't know that a lot of people are trading it yet because, I still think we're in the infantile state of this whole crypto thing, even 10 years now with Bitcoin existing, right? Or even more than 10 years, because I think a lot of people still are, they just don't know about this stuff, guys. They're not, even they might be touching it on, some of their news sites they watch, but they're still not really buying this stuff. So how much volume is being traded? You could say, oh, there's billions of dollars every day, but a lot of that's just fake volume. I don't mean fake that it doesn't exist. It's just cycled volume from different exchanges using computer programs to generate the volume, to make it, to just increase and show that there is liquidity in the market. How much of that is actually people like me that are sitting there on the computer like a Neanderthal making a trade or a limit order? Probably very, very small. I would say it's probably smaller than my little tiny head in terms of the entire world trading this stuff. I just don't think the volume's there yet. We have these little influxes of people coming in. We have the exchanges following and monitoring that new volume. And I think they'll pump the coins accordingly to let them achieve the same graph as Bitcoin. It's happened in the past. If you go back and look at the history of Bitcoin, follow Litecoin, follow Dogecoin, follow, Dash, follow Zcash. They've always trailed or followed Bitcoin in some kind of weird way. That's going to happen again. And I'm kind of feeling that I'm in a really good spot, because if you look at BSV and you look at Bitcoin Cash, I'm just going to pull up BSV because I know Bitcoin Cash was only now, because of the way the year is shaping up from this time last year, it's only basically 1% up from where it was last year. So is it a buy? Hell yeah, it's a buy. We're actually negative 41% on Bitcoin SV. So that's percentage-wise for the year. So you might be saying, Chadwick, well, you know, if these are down, they're obviously not performing well. Well, look at Dogecoin. Look at it. Look at that graph. Look at it. That jump happened in a day. For one, I wrote it 270% up, so I can tell you it happened in a day. And it was the same for almost 3 years. And then that other parabolic gain, that happened in a couple hours. So the time limit of getting in on this stuff is you got to get your position set, and you just got to wait. And you just got to wait for either dumping or, you know, letting people buy your sell order or whatever. But you don't want to like risk trying to trade this stuff around. The software is too unregulated. It's too, and I say software because essentially all these coins are computer software. You know, good luck trading it. I think most people will lose if they try. I've had some people that I know that have been trying to trade it, and my God, they've been losing. Let's just keep it very simple and archaic. They've been losing. Tried to tell them don't do that. Just, you know, read onto the coins that you like, hold them. If you want to find an exit position and try to buy back, it's still going to be you're likely not going to be able to do it. Just because the volume is so controlled by these shady exchanges that it's nearly impossible to rebuy your position. I don't know if it's just written in this software where it's just this thing that people can't understand how to trade. You know, the futures market for Bitcoin, you know, all these things are now involved. Grayscale is involved, and it's just a lot different than it was. So it's just even more manipulated and more scammy than ever. So I would just say, if you find some coins you like, buy and hold them. Have reasons you're holding them, and be true to those reasons. Don't, you know, am I going to sell Bitcoin Cash if it hits $2,000? I might sell a little bit. I might sell it all and try to buy back. But I'll probably be making a video where Bitcoin's at $4,000 and I've tried to buy back. You see what I'm saying here? So, you know, you got to do what's best for you guys. The way I've been kind of playing this crypto thing is I've been kind of holding these positions, and I've been kind of monitoring them, and I've been finding that, you know, I got bills too. I got things that I want to pay. So, you know, I do take some profits out time to time, but I am in this for the long haul. I don't plan on just dumping unless I feel like things are severely overbought and the market is being hyped. And I don't think Bitcoin has even been hyped yet, even at 40K, even at 30K where it's at now. I do not think it's been hyped. I think this is just a small jump from where it's going. And I think long-term, this stuff's going to go up inevitably, and people are going to get more involved with this, and the common folk is going to be even more interested in it than ever in the future. So, yeah, I didn't really touch about any news, but I do got to go to a house showing for my real estate thing, so I got to go. But thanks for watching, guys. I do plan on maybe putting these videos up now and again, and just kind of to restructure the channel and just see kind of what happens with it. Again, no intention by this. Not telling you that my coin's better or your coin's better or what to buy, but I have divulged my entire portfolio to you. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and good luck trading. If you're trading, you know, good luck. I really mean that. It's hard, and some of these traders, you know, even though they have experience in the stock market with options and you know, how to use some of the tools on some of the technical indicators to kind of predict where things are going, just crypto never seems to follow any of those thousands of tools you can use. So if you got a good trade, or you're doing a good trade, and you're increasing your Bitcoin, or you're increasing your Bitcoin Cash, or your fiat, or whatever you think's more valuable, you know, drop the trade down on a link, or, you know, show your portfolio and say, hey, you know, I did this, and you know, this is why I did this, because I love to get feedback. I love the dialogue. So open it up, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.